Individual instructions on eFootball 2023 can be the difference between winning and losing. Now, I've made a few of these videos already and you can go back and check them out on the channel. We've covered some of the other tactics that you can use in the individual instructions tab. But today we are talking about the counter target individual instruction, which is in the defense settings. Now that's a little bit confusing because to my mind a counter target is something that's in attack, but I can also see why it's used in the defense instruction because it is applied when the team is under pressure and it leaves one of your attackers as the leading line. Welcome to gaming and welcome to another eFootball 2023 tactics video. So as you can see here, I have the counter target applied to Mohamed Salah, and sometimes it's good to have it applied to a fast player, leaving them up during defensive action and getting the quick counter on or the long counter for them to run onto can be very effective. Now actually using it on the winger as I did with Salah, you can see that it doesn't actually have too much of an effect. I noticed that he actually stood a little bit wider than normal. He left himself higher up the pitch and wider on the pitch with the counter target applied, but wasn't too big of a difference to how he naturally plays in my 4-3-3 formation. A key moment where it did stand out was when I was defending a corner. You can see that every other player is back and Mohamed Salah is up there on his own in his right wing position, but ready to counter the opposition. But a side-by-side comparison to when I don't have the counter target applied to Mo Salah shows that actually it isn't too different. He is tucked in a little bit more centrally when the counter target isn't applied, but not a whole lot different. Now when I switched it over to being on Kylian Mbappe, you can see how he leads the line. Even when the team is set to a more defensive structure, he's right up there on the last line, on the last shoulder of the defender, ready to go. Now naturally your centre forward will hopefully be the highest person forward in your team, but this gives it that little extra of just putting him right on the last man. And you can see the difference between when I don't have it applied, when I was playing Haaland up front, that he comes back into the middle of the pitch more so than Mbappe was when I had the counter target applied to Mbappe. I messed up a little bit when filming this. I should have given you an example of Mbappe with it on and Mbappe with it off, because of course every player has different attributes and different play styles, but still you get the general gist of how this affects a centre forward when they have the counter target applied. I actually use Kylian Mbappe for it because he is a quick centre forward. Actually Haaland's not too slow himself, but they're definitely different centre forwards. You can see how the front three kind of hold a line when the counter target isn't applied, but when it is, there is one striker, the striker with the counter target applied to them, who stays higher up the pitch, and this is what you want when you're playing this system. As I always say with these individual instructions, play around with them against the computer maybe, instead of going straight into a match against a human. Try them out, try them on different players. I've tried them here on a right winger and a centre forward, but it could be that you play a different formation. You could use it on an attacking midfielder maybe. You could experiment with it on different players. I wouldn't necessarily think it would be a good idea to have it on a box-to-box midfielder, as you want them in the centre of the pitch rather than hanging further up the pitch. But you never know, you could find something that really works for you by experimenting with different positions using the counter target. To my mind, it's better being applied on a forward or a more forward attacking player that has a bit of speed to them. I could use this on Haaland and make him more of a target man, I guess, but I think it's better for pacier players that you're going to get the ball up to and they're going to run at defence. And that is how the counter target individual instruction works on eFootball 2023. Let me know if this has helped you in the comments below. Leave a like if it has, and I shall see you in the next video.